MH3 Limited is back. Let's do a draft. First pack here has two rares. Geist is in limited. It's like basically a 1/2 death touch. I think it's rare that it flips. But Layla is actually pretty good because it's going to give you like it's a 3/3 haste and it'll give you card advantage if it's not answered. So far that's my pick. We have Phyrexian Ironworks. Tune the Narrative is pretty good. No Writhing Chrysalis. That would have been my first pick, but okay. Layla is probably the pick here. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Layla, the Blade Reforged. Which I don't think it's like a bomb rare, but it's a decent rare. It's not a bad rare. I guess part of the problem with it in this set in particular is there's a lot of big bodies that you can't attack into. So then it'll just sit on your side as like a 2/2 or a 3/3 or whatever. Okay, so Psychic Frog's actually extremely good. Card's great and constructed, great and limited. I kind of wonder what the person took, given that there's two rares and three uncommons. They probably took a Writhing Chrysalis here, would be my guess. So that might put them in red-green, which means I should probably be staying away from red. Maybe just flash for it. We'll see. But Psychic Frog is great. Probably better in constructed, but it's still really good and limited. But again, actually, one of the problems with this set in particular is there's like all these big bodies, and they also, a lot of them have reach. So if it has reach, you can't fly over it. Okay, this one's actually kind of insane because we got a pack 3 Writhing Chrysalis. And this card is like better than almost all the rares. I mean, this card is just insanely good. So I don't know what the first two people took. I thought he took a Writhing Chrysalis, but he didn't. This card's decent. It's good. If you're in white, it doesn't really fit that well into like energy decks. I mean, it's just like a solid card, but yeah, okay. So they didn't take this either. That's an energy thing. You'd think maybe one of the first two picks would be energy. I guess I have no idea what they are taking. This is kind of weird to see third pick, given how strong Writhing Chrysalis is. All right. This is like an interesting card, but the problem is in this set there's not a lot of cards with X in the mana cost. There are at least one, but it's like basically a commander card that they put into Modern Horizons 3. It's not good in limited, it's not good in modern, like it's basically just a casual commander card. Okay, so I kind of want to be red. Maybe take the land, because it helps you splash for stuff. Actually, Evolution Witness is pretty good. It helps you buy back a Writhing Chrysalis, but I'm gonna start off with the land. All right. Okay, so this is interesting now because there's like basically no energy cards in this pack. So they probably are doing an energy thing, like red white. And maybe I want to be like Teamer Eldrazi with this thing. Basking Brute Scale is decent. This card's actually decent too because if I'm gonna be like base red, maybe I splash for black. And it's also just a fine card, but yeah, maybe I do that because I can always play it as a land. I don't necessarily know if I want to be blue yet. All right, so now there's like no white. There's a lot of white, which is interesting because if they were energy, you thought they would have taken some white. This card's actually kind of solid, but if you're plain white, but I'm not really white. I'll just go with the Bruce scale probably. Basking Bruce scale. Now there's like no Eldrazi. I mean, this is a bad Eldrazi card. This is fine. It's actually maybe above average. But this is weird because the last pack I was like, oh, they're probably taking a lot of Jeskai stuff, but they didn't take some of the other stuff here. Okay. So what do we have? More land. So this is a great land. I have to think this card's really good too. It's a fight spell. It's also a land. This card's pretty solid too. Pinnacle Monk. God, a lot of options. This is probably the best card here. And if I do want to play green, so I'd probably just take the Bridgeworks Battle. Alright. An Evolution Witness. I like this card, especially when you have really strong cards like Writhing Chrysalises that can buy back, then it becomes really good. This is fine removal. It's a pretty good way to deal with a Writhing Chrysalis, which I kind of need. So maybe I want that actually, but I don't know. I'm kind of leaning towards base green from what I've got. Another utter insignificance. See, I'm not. Do I want to be like green, blue, red, or green, red? Like, is green's probably my base. And if green's my base, then like Temperamental Oozeway would be better. But I actually do like utter insignificance. I just am not sure if I want to be green, blue, or green, red yet. This card's fine, but like, seeing the landscape is probably more of what I need. So I'm going to be splashing for like black and red and blue. Ideally, getting all these in. Alright, this is interesting. Now there's like no, nothing in my colors here. Another Evolution Witness. This card, I think people are underrating. I think it's actually quite good. Not like a bomb or anything, but you know, I mean, it's a common, but it's above average, I would say. All right. Okay, so this is one of the cards with an X in its mana cost that X thing would have been good for. Breather Last is good. Like in this set, answer, so you know, things with extremely high toughness are good. Like fight green and red because they deal damage. It's like harder for them to deal with a Writhing Chrysalis or a Drowned Yard Lurker. So that's where like Breather Last might be good. You know, do I want to be like green black? Maybe Serum Visionary is solid. Maybe I just take the land. Dog Umbra also can deal with a Writhing Chrysalis. Do I just take the land? I don't know. Maybe I take Breather Last. The problem here is it's double black pips. But I do have a good amount of black fixing. Oh, okay. It looks like I'm taking the land here. Alright. So do I want to be green red or green blue? Probably if I'm green blue, I'm like splashing for. I mean, if I'm green red, I would have to splash entirely for Psychic Frog, which I can probably do. So maybe I take Spawn King Commander. The other options are the Oozeway, the Meddler, maybe Solar Transformer. Helps you ramp, helps you splash. Alright. So I want to be base green, and then this helps me just cast all my stuff. Plus it has Death Touch, which means when they have these big creatures, like they can't attack into a death touch. If I'm on the defensive, and they have like a 6/7 Writhing Chrysalis, then having a death touch is useful. That's probably what I would take. Other options maybe Polluted Delta, um, Void Pouncer is fine, Infernal Captor is fine. I'll go. I think this is the best card there for me. All right, so now there's actually no green in this, and basically no red either, which is concerning because I was looking into going green-red. Basically no blue either. I mean, I guess everybody else is going Teamer. This card's not that good for limited, at least. Do I have any card draw? Not really. Oh fuck, what am I gonna do? I guess I'll take Sneaky Snacker. That was dumb. There's really nothing there for me. But okay. If you have Exploit, this card is good. Like, this card works well with Reform. This is just kind of a fine card. Maybe I take this, actually. This is removal. Or Frogmere Enforcer. It's more of like an artifact thing. Oh, okay, I guess I'm taking this. Alright. Glimpse of the Impossible is good. Dread Mask is good. I'm going with Dread Mask over Glimpse of the Impossible. I think if I knew I was green-red, I might actually prefer like Glimpse of the Impossible, especially with Eldrazi stuff, but I'm not sure I'm really gonna be red. I might cut this out. I might go into like green-blue or something. Yeah, this is a tough draft because I'm getting cut out of my color. There's no green here at all. But there is black and white. White black is definitely open. White black's one of the weaker decks, but I think it's, if you get all the cards, I think it's fine to play. Not great. Like ideally you want to be Eldrazi or Energy or something. Alright. Thankfully there's some more stuff here. So I think I'll go with the Oozewag. Again, I'm not really sure if I'm going to be red or just like splash red. Might shift into blue. Kind of depends on what I draw. Like here, it's all stuff I don't really want. So I'll take Brain Surge. I have like no removal either. Which kind of makes me wish I had taken those blue enchantment removals earlier. Aether Spike is... I felt this card to be kind of weak. Because if they have a lot of Eldrazi spawns lying around, you can't even use it. Maybe I should take it, though. But I guess I'll take this. Strength of the Harvest. Alright, maybe I'll take the land. This card's fine. Like, maybe I should take Infernal Captor, but I'll go with the land. Alright, Shifting Woodland I think is actually good, but it's not better than Writhing Chrysalis. That's definitely the pick here. This is good when you have a bunch of those big creatures just kind of lying in your graveyard that then like game it turns into like a 7/7 land or something. But yeah, Writhing Chrysalis is the pick here. What else is there? Party Thrasher, Galvanic Discharge. I do need removal. Oozewag, Dread Mask. Alright, so I'm looking at being green-red. Splashing for both blue and black to get a second proc. I might not even splash at all. I could just cut it. If I cut it, my mana base is probably faster without all these tap lands. Malevolent Rumble is actually quite good. I have room to splash. Like, if Malevolent Rumble wasn't in this set, maybe I would take Petrifying Meddler, because I have so much ways to splash for blue. Maybe not a ton. I just have 1, 2, 3. Yeah, maybe not a ton. Oh yeah, I also have the Dryad, which can splash for colors. Or Reiterating Bolt. I do need more removal. This is quite good though. I don't really have a ton of 2-drops. Because I might not even play blue-black. I think I will though. Okay, this is actually a good card. Especially with these Death Touchers, because they can kill anything. If this were to the pack, I'd probably take Serum Visionary and actually just play it. I think it's a good card. It's actually good against like energy decks when they have a lot of 2 toughness stuff. Trickster's Elk. Foul Strike. Might be good with Evolution Witness actually. Because then you put the counters, you get back a Writhing Chrysalis or something. I kind of wish maybe I actually had taken the Foul Strike. It gives me more removal too. Okay. Got a land. Maybe I'll take this. Nothing I really want here. I guess Pinnacle Monk's pretty good actually. But I don't have a lot of it. Instance. This is a perfect sideboard card, but I'm playing best of 1 here. If I was playing best of 3, I might take Meltdown. Gift of the Viper is not bad, especially with Evolution Witness. And I have tons of 4-drops already. Like, I don't even know if I'm going to play Infernal Captor. I really don't want to play that. Would I play this? Maybe. Wow. People really don't like Snapping Void Claw, apparently. Alright, let's see what I ended up with. The best thing I have going for me, 2 Writhing Chrysalises, which is actually pretty good. I have that going for me. And what else do I have going for me here? So, hypothetically, what's my lands looking like? How much green? 4, 5, 6, 7. See, that's not enough. I need more green. But how much red do I have? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Honestly, both of those are pretty concerning. I don't... Do I even want to splash for anything? Like, what if I just didn't splash at all? I cut all the blue and green, or blue and... I cut anything that's not red or green, what happens? So then I wouldn't need those. I wouldn't need that. I wouldn't need any of these. Alright, so that's actually perfectly 40 cards here with 9 green, 8 red. Oh, I can't play Eviscerator's Insight then. So what do I really want to splash for? Psychic Frog was totally out of my colors. And I think these cards are good too, because they just let you draw cards, like in a board stall or something. So let me have a look at what happens if I do that. So if I do this now, I have 5, 6, 7. I have 8 green, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 8 green and 8 red. And I have 1, 2, 3, 4. I have enough ways to make blue with Nightshade Dryads. And then I probably have enough black too. 1, 2. Yeah, you got plenty of black. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You have a lot of black actually. The thing is, Stabbing Voidcraw really isn't that good. I don't have a lot of like. I didn't get enough at top end, I'll say. I wish I'd gotten more top end. Yeah, Psychic Frog. Oh, the card is really good though. Alright, so what are the weaker cards in my deck? Infernal Captor. Yeah, maybe I cut Infernal Captor. And gosh, do I really not have any more removal? What do I have here? Maybe I play Brain Surge. How much blue do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4. Maybe I cut some of these. I don't know. I don't think maybe it's not worth splashing for a Psychic Frog. Let me go back. So if you do that, your deck is more consistent. Whereas Psychic Frog is good if they don't have stuff with the reach, but there is a lot of reach flying around. It's also just a good card. I don't have a lot of removal though. It's good if you have like removal to remove their blockers, then you can get through. What else would I want to play here? Maybe I just play 17 lands and don't splash for anything. So I'm gonna have to win with just like Writhing Chrysalises and just destroying them basically. The thing is, Psychic Frog, it's so splashable with all my cards here. So what this gives me is Snapping Void Claw in a board stall lets me draw cards, which can help me find just more stuff to break through the board stall, I guess. Gift of the Viper's good with Evolution Witness, but maybe I cut it. I'm thinking I could even cut a mountain given I have all these tap lands. So I might just end up playing one of them as a land. Yeah, that's okay. And then this is removal, but it's bad removal. But I don't have much removal, so maybe I want it anyway. Like maybe I cut a Void Claw. Yeah, I don't have a lot of blue, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, and I guess that makes Mana of any color. All right, so this looks like my final deck here. I'm not sure if this deck's actually better than the one where I don't splash for anything, but I think it is. I think I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna go, splashing for a bunch of stuff here. All right, well, I have one land, but then two tap lands and Nightshade Dryad. So I can actually start with like this thing tapped, Forest, Nightshade Dryad, and then next turn I can play basically anything, assuming this doesn't die. So I'm gonna keep it. Okay, so now the question is maybe I actually want to start off with Deceptive Landscape. No, I'm gonna start off with Blood-Soaked Insight. Because I might cycle this, and also it's an on-tap land. Alright, 2-3, he's playing green-black. Yeah, so green black, it's not like the strongest archetype, but when you get the good cards, like here he has both of these, multicolor cards. It's like actually kind of scary how quickly these things can grow. So do I want to block that, or do I want to maybe play um, like a Psychic Frog or something next turn? Because that would threaten to be able to block any of those things, but I'd have to discard so much. Maybe I don't block it yet and get out a Void Claw. Problem with blocking is I have no blue, and then that would make these dead cards, so I'm not going to block. Oh, okay, now I have blue. So I actually can block stuff. Alright, so next turn the Dryad can block the Ooze. Because this thing's going to get really big. I need to block it. But he might kill it. Let's see. Oh, he's actually smart. He's putting it on this thing, so now I feel like I have to block the 6/7 that he invested all that in. So it's going to tap for 2, so I actually have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6 mana if I want it, so I can. But I don't have 2 green. I could just play Frog Evolution Witness and turn one of these into a green. Maybe I play this. Okay, so this thing can be a 5/5. Maybe I don't play any land, because that threatens to make this a 5/6. Yeah, I don't really need the lands right now. One problem is that would blow me out. Like, let's say he turns it into a 5/6, attacks. I mean, he turns it into a 5/5, attacks. It's like, do I really block Psychic Frog, turn into a 5/6, and then he plays Murder or something? That blows me out. He's doing it. All right. So I think I need to do it. Cool. I guess I'll take the Nightshade Dryad back. Because this can make colorless mana, which helps with Snapping Void Claw. because now I can draw cards with Snapping Void Claw. That's one of the advantages of getting the Nightshade Dryad back here. So I basically have lethal next turn. If he plays like, let's say, a 6/6 creature, and then I could fight it with this, then I would have lethal there. Okay, so I do have lethal now. Where I fight his creature, that turns me into 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then I discard that for 10. Oh, but wait. Okay, I was afraid it had like Death Touch or something. That's Psychic Frog. See? That's why I was flashing for Psychic Frog. That card's really good. Here we go. Game 2. Siggy. I think I've seen that name before. I think he's good. And there's nothing I can cast, so I got him all again. Alright. So I have green, red, land. I have 2 Writhing Chrysalises. And I have Evolution Witness to buy back them. This is a keep for sure. Alright, I'm going to start off with Pinnacle Monk tapped. And then Bridgework Battle tapped. Assuming I don't draw any lands. If I draw lands, I'd like to not play this one as a land. Alright, so maybe I use this to get blue so I can play Snapping Void Claw on turn 3. This card is it's only good when you don't need it early game, you need it later on. Ideally you adapt the turn it comes down so that it doesn't die. Alright, so this guy's probably playing some Jeskai Energy, which is a pretty good deck. Actually kind of scary to play against when you have like a slower Eldrazi deck, but by far the best thing you can have is Writhing Chrysalis. Unfortunately, I may not be able to cast it here. Alright. I'll play the Nightshade Dryad and pass. Luckily, he's mana screwed as well as me. Let's get the party started. The great thing about this is even if he kills it somehow, I could bring it back with Evolution Witness. Oh, that's actually a good combo here. That has Convoke. Gives him a land too. Alright. I wonder if I can play the second Chrysalis. Maybe I just play the second Chrysalis and And then what? So I could actually strengthen the harvest that thing to put like. Okay, never mind. He just resigns. I I was thinking about maybe strength of the harvesting one of those, and then I would have like a lot of power attacking, put a lot of pressure on him. I think that would have been attacking with like 10 power or something on that turn, and the next turn, just like insane amount of power. Game 3. All right, this gives me red. This gives me green. I got a Writhing Chrysalis. I got Rumble. This is a keep for sure. So if I want to start, get red. And then Rumble next turn. Okay, so then turn 3, what do I want to do? I could cast Writhing Chrysalis turn 3. And then Dreadmaw turn 4. Or Dreadmask. Yeah. Oh, except I don't have double green here. Because this is a tap land. Okay. I was going to do turn 3 Chrysalis. Try for a turn 4 Dreadmask. Alright, I'm a little worried about his counterspell here. Which would counter the Chrysalis. So I could also play this. Use this to get black. And then blue for Psychic Frog. Or I could play this as a tap land. Maybe I play this as a tap land. No. I'm gonna get black for that. Alright, so I'm playing around that counter spell, which I'm a little afraid of here. I really want to make sure I get my Chrysalis. Alright, that's weird because I have the mana right here to do it. Yeah, see, I think this card's actually kind of bad. I know it has decent stats on 17 lands, but anyone who just plays around it, that makes it weaker. And then in the late game, it's kind of weaker too. So I don't know. I don't think it's that great. I could also just kill his 6 right here with that. Because if I play Chrysalis, let's say he removes it somehow, like utter insignificance, and then he attacks, he gets a free land. That's not that big a deal. I'm going to play the Chrysalis. So next turn I can play these, or I could use the Sarpathian Simulacrum to kill the 6 or something. Alright, so maybe he has... What could he have here? Even if he has something, I'll make him use it. Okay. So he's two for wanting himself here, because I can sack all these. That's the great thing about Writhing Chrysalises. Even when they remove it, it's often like a 2 for 1. He's gonna fight spell me. Dang, okay. I'm a little worried about casting this because I don't have colorless. He has 2 cards left in hand. I might just play Psychic Frog, play a tap land, and go. Yeah, see, if I'd played the Wumpus Aberration, he could have played the Meddler for free. I'm probably gonna cycle this, so I'll want to play the Forest. But if I play this, I can play that. But I think I'd rather cycle it. I could just straight up play this later on. Like if he has no cards in hand or just 1 card, it's probably safe to play. So this is actually another case where Psychic Frog can fly, but he has his reach creature. Like there are all these big reach creatures sitting around, which means Psychic Frog gets weaker. I kind of want to use up this card before I move the equipment, so I guess I'll attack. Yeah, so this is good. Alright, let's start off by cycling this. And I could actually cycle that too next turn. I guess I'll play the Wumpus Aberration, even though it lets him get a creature. Because if he had a creature, he could have cast it last turn anyway. Unless he's splashing for something. Oh! I guess he could have cast it last turn. But he was going to get it in the near future anyway, you know? If he just draws a land, he would have got it next turn. So that kind of backfired a little bit, but it's not the end of the world. Because he's going to get a land in the near future, and then he would be able to cast that anyway. But he didn't get a land yet. Interesting. Let's start off with cycling. That's interesting. The only problem is it's a sorcery, but I could kill his Drowner of Truth. See, this is another example. What I was talking about, how Layla is a really good card, but if you draw it later on, they just have some big creature sitting around. Like, I could cast this and attack with it right now, but then it would just be a 3/3 attacking into that, which wouldn't be that good. The other thing I kind of was thinking about was I could have just cast this and attack with everything, then force him to block. Then that basically trades Psychic Frog for Sylvan Safe Keeper, because he would... Okay. And these things have Trample, too. Oh, these things have Trample. Maybe I actually could have won last turn if I had attacked with everything. Oh well. So now I'll attack with everything. And even if he has removal, the Trample means I'm going to win. Alright, game 4. Alright, I have 2.5 lands here. I have a Writhing Chrysalis. Everything is better with a Writhing Chrysalis. Plus, this is colorless for Wimpus Aberration. This is green for Writhing Chrysalis. The only thing that's awkward here is these are all 4-drops. I hope I draw like a 2 mana the Death Touch Ramper guy, but I didn't. Okay. I could just get beat up by like Jeskai Energy here. Yeah, see, this hand's a little awkward because it's just a ton of 4-drops, but oh man, that's not good. So this thing's going to be a 5/5 on turn 5, which maybe means I need to play Wumpus Aberration. What is that? Bespoke Battle Wagon. That's actually really good with the Cartographer. It's also just, it's a fine card on its own. Alright. So do I play Writhing Chrysalis or the Aberration? Problem with Writhing Chrysalis is it only turns into a 4/5, but that's going to be a 5/5. So maybe I want to play the Aberration, which turns into a 6/6. I mean, this is a 6/6 here. I guess I'll attack. Oh man. Oh man. I think he has like Solitude or something. The way he's played. A little worried. How he was holding priority with all his tapped lands. Okay. Okay, that's rough. And he can play this as a tap land too. Yeah, Layla's great when it's in your opening hand. When it's later on, it's a little more dangerous. Alright. So I guess I just play Writhing Chrysalis here. Do I play this as a tap land? Maybe. Yeah, what? Because then the next turn I'll have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I need to play that as a tap land. And there's really nothing I can do with it anyway. This guy's got me. I mean, he can just make me tap my shit. What is this? This guy's got a great deck. I think he could have won that turn, but okay. Maybe not. Oh, this means I'm not going to have 8 mana next turn. He must not have a land. Because if he did, he could have played the land, then tapped a creature, and then we can proliferate too. Maybe he's going to play his land now. Yeah, okay. He did that wrong. He should have proliferated afterwards, but okay. Alright, that's kind of interesting because it makes a lot of Eldrazi's. This guy's got me. He should have tapped me down, probably. Well, he can do it now. He can tap down the Chrysalis and attack with everything. Oh, I totally forgot about that bestow. He's got me. I mean, all right. This thing has crew 4. You should just tap me down. Okay, he's playing the safe way. This guy's got a great deck. Why didn't he just attack with everything? I don't think there's anything that can get me out of this. I guess the Dryad's good. But that means I won't have any green. I only have 1 green now. And you can tap it down. I guess I'll just play it. I'm playing right now just because I'm curious about his deck. I know I've lost, but I'm kind of wondering what else he has. He has a Psychic Frog. Jeez. I'll show him my Psychic Frog. And I'll resign. Okay, so that guy had a really good deck. And he had it from the get-go, like a really good opening with Layla. And my deck doesn't have a whole lot of removal, so
They just didn't have a chance really, especially with kind of an awkward hand with all those 4 drops. I needed some, like Nightshade Dryad on turn 2 or something. All right, so I don't have any blue for this, but I have a functional hand otherwise. I guess it's a little slow, but I'll keep. I guess I'll start off with the tap land. Alright, that gives me blue. Writhing Chrysalis. Here we go. He's going to have Writhing Chrysalis on turn 3. And I don't have an answer to it. I guess I can double block if it's attacking as a 4/5 and I double block with these. So that gives me 6 mana. I think I'll show him a double block and see if he attacks and do it. I was thinking about maybe I want to get a red, get a mountain. Maybe I should have done that. It's really dangerous to double block into this thing. Oh god, I'm so screwed. Alright, that's actually even worse. They didn't sack everything. It means he has some like 7 mana creature next turn. Wonder if I need to just like draw to find something. I'll do this and I'll adapt my Ooswag and use this to get a red. Alright, he's gonna play some massive thing right now. So I can still double block my Ooswag with some other stuff and trade with at least one of the Chrysalises. Oh, but wait, he gets another one. So he's going to have 8 toughness. So it's going to be... Yeah, I have to triple block one of them. So that becomes 6, 7, 8. But he can kill 2 Void Claws if he wants. No? Okay. Oh, that's really good because I can block the Chrysalis. Assuming he doesn't have removal, which he probably does, but... Oh, I did that wrong. I did that wrong. I should have left the mana up. I should have tapped that for mana first. So I can cycle this still. Alright, well, this is good that he hasn't played removal yet on my Dryad. Alright, so he's going to trample through for 4 damage here. Or even more. Yeah, even more. So he tramples through 6 damage, so I'll be on 3. So I basically have to kill the Gatekeeper, but it can be unearthed. If I do this, I basically lose, because he can unearth it and then play some creatures. But if I block with other stuff, it doesn't substantially help me. I'll just do this. I'm gonna cycle this. Alright. So maybe I kill this after he plays a creature. Yeah. Oh, but his Oozewag can give trample. His Oozewag can be a 6/6 trampler. And then he unearths it. He can just win. Oh, and Menace too. His Oozewag can have Menace from the Charbug. I guess I basically have to do this. I've just lost because he'll take the Charbug back and play a creature, and then I die. I don't think there's anything that can save me. Go bank discharge. No, it can't save me. Oh, another Chrysalis. That's the thing with this format, man. Everybody has Chrysalises. Except me. I didn't draw any of my Chrysalises this game. Alright. So it just comes down to whoever draws their Chrysalises. The Writhing Chrysalises. I mean, he would have beat me regardless, but he beat me because of all those Chrysalises. Here we go. I have a turn 3 Chrysalis myself. But I'm playing against probably Boros Energy. So this threatens that maybe he'll want to use First Strike, use some energy. But I'm not going to block because I want my Chrysalis next turn. He's smart, he knows that. Oh, that's scary. That's scary because now he has a +1/+1 counter on that thing. Alright, so he's attacking into me. Which means maybe he has like Galvanic Discharge or Thraben Charm. And he's going to 2-for-1 himself. But I'll let him 2-for-1 himself. Yeah, I'm going to take the Evangel because those proliferations get really scary. Yeah, see, he's 2-for-1ing himself because I just attacked this. Oh, actually, I don't even have to sack it. Alright, so next turn, maybe I want to Evolution Witness and get back the Chrysalis. So I could also Dread Mask, I could Void Claw. But Evolution Witness, get back the Chrysalis seems like the best play. And maybe I want to use the Spawn. No, I'll use the Dryad. So I can still cast this. So next turn I can have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 mana. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Alright, so he's gonna get Proliferate. Oh, non-token. Okay, he's not gonna get the Proliferate from those. Alright. So if he has removal for the Chrysalis, he can still attack and deal some damage. Thraven Charm isn't good enough to kill the Chrysalis. Detective's Phoenix is something he could play at least. He can kill the Void Craw. Oh yeah, double. I forgot it doubles, so it actually could kill the Chrysalis here. All right, so now do I want to trade the Void Claw with the Evangel? Oh, he can bestow this too. Look at that. Look at him, fancy. Oh, I'm just gonna lose if I don't have some answer to that. And even if I play it, he can bestow it again. Oh wait, no, it comes back as a 2/2. Okay. So maybe I want to use Layla to try and find an answer, like aggravated assault with the fight spell. That is not an answer. So, oh wait, I can. Do that. That's not an answer either. Okay, well, he got me. That's crazy. I had a really good deck too. I had a really good deck, but I only went 3/3. You know, it all came down to either you saw it was like Writhing Chrysalises or the Energy was a good deck. That guy beat me with Energy. And I really didn't have enough removal in this deck. I had 1, 2, 3. This sort of works as removal. Spawn Game Commander. Nightshade Dryad can block stuff. On Bridgeworks Battle. I had some removal, but a lot of it wasn't good enough. Like Nightshade Dryad wasn't really. It's not like targeted removal. I mean, it's not even removal. It's just a death touch creature, but it kind of functions as a blocker against, say, a Chrysalis. But even then, you saw like they have a temperamental Oozeway giving the modified creature trample. So I block it, but I still take like 6 damage. It ends up adding up, you know. And even if I had in Splash, the alternative was something like, playing these things here. And I don't think this deck is better. I think it's actually just a bit worse. Yeah, it's unfortunate.